Archangel Michael says, the door to a quiet room was closed for hours, and your name was whispered more times than you'd ever imagine. This wasn't just an ordinary conversation. It was planned, heavy, full of tension, and it involved someone who has always worn a mask around you. They spoke about the parts of you they misunderstood, twisted, and exaggerated behind your back. While some defended you, others pushed a secret agenda that they've been hiding for months. There was a vote, a decision, and then silence so thick it could be cut with a knife. The moment the meeting ended, one person stood up slowly, their shoulders heavy with truth. They were overwhelmed by what they heard and could not believe how deep the betrayal went. That person walked out with tears rolling down their face, not just for you, but for the lie they were part of. Now, the energy from that room is coming toward you. It's moving through the air, shaking unseen doors, and disturbing the peace around your spirit. What was hidden is about to knock, and when it does, you must be strong enough to face the weight of what it brings. Type Amen to get blessing 333. The one who cried for you tried to protect your name, but the others were too invested in their narrative. They think they've won for now, but they don't realize the heavens are already watching. Justice walks silently, and it never misses a single step. They argued about something connected to your future. A plan you don't even know exists, something that will either elevate or crush you depending on who controls it. But what they didn't expect is that divine protection has already shielded the outcome. In that moment, your light spoke without you even being in the room. It shook one soul deeply enough that they couldn't stay silent anymore. They're going to reach out to you soon, and when they do, their words will change the way you view many people. Archangel Michael says their hands were trembling as they typed the first message to you. But they deleted it. They're afraid, not because of you, but because of how deeply this truth has become rooted in powerful corners. Type Amen to get blessing 921. They have receipts, evidence, recordings, documents, something that proves what was really said. But the price of showing you everything might cost them their place in that circle. They've been used and manipulated too, and now they're quietly choosing sides. One woman kept smiling too much during the entire discussion. Her laugh didn't match the tone of the conversation. That's because she already knows something bigger is coming, and she believes she'll be safe when everything collapses. You've been underestimated for too long. They think your silence is ignorance. But in reality, you were always being prepared in silence for moments exactly like this. Right now, something in your spirit is shifting. You're feeling anxious and unsettled for a reason. That's not your imagination, it's your soul preparing for confrontation. Type Amen to get blessing 1107. They wrote your name on a paper and passed it to a man in a gray suit. That moment is what started the shift in the atmosphere. That man has a job, and that job could change your path, either through documents or silent authority. But what they don't know is that divine delay is protection. A supernatural force is slowing the outcome down so that the truth has time to reach you first. Timing is everything, and soon, the clocks will align in your favor. Archangel Michael says your name was placed in a file and sealed. But before it was sealed, a copy was made, and that copy is no longer with them. It's in the hands of someone who believes you deserve to know everything. Even if you feel isolated right now, you are not alone. Spiritual armies walk beside you. Every lie whispered behind your back is being recorded in divine memory. Type Amen to get blessing 1404. There's a phone call being planned. A conversation where your character will be questioned once again. But this time, someone will speak up who never has before. They've heard enough. They've seen enough. And now, they're tired of protecting people who only plant damage in secret. This person never showed you their full loyalty, but they are about to. In their silence, they've watched you grow and be attacked. But now, the fire is burning too close. One of the people in that meeting had your photo in their hand. They looked at it, smiled, and made a promise, one that wasn't in your favor. But that promise is going to backfire. Type Amen to get blessing 747. They think they're smart because they planned everything at night. They whispered in dimly lit rooms and sent messages from hidden numbers. But what's done in darkness never stays there forever. A neighbor overheard something. A passerby caught a piece of the conversation. And soon, you'll be able to trace the threads back to the source. There's a legal move being considered. They want to make something official that includes your name, but not your consent. Someone is already talking to a lawyer, but not for good reason. The one who walked out in tears is struggling with their conscience. They want to tell you but are scared of being exposed. Your name haunts them, not in fear, but in guilt. Type Amen to get blessing 2339. One of the women involved in this plot used to pretend to support you. She sent you messages full of encouragement while plotting your fall behind the scenes. Her dual face is about to be revealed. She's panicking because you're starting to feel something. Your intuition is no longer soft, it's sharp and alert. Every sign, every sudden dream, every unexpected emotion is your spirit sounding the alarm. There's a recording on a device somewhere. It captured what they thought was a private attack on you. That recording will find its way into your hands before it's too late. The woman you trusted once said something that shocked even the betrayers. Her words car venom, and they now regret involving her. But it's too late, they've already shared the blame. Type Amen to get blessing 3728. There's someone watching you from afar, not to harm, but to observe. They are trying to understand how you're still standing. What they don't realize is that you've been anointed for battles you didn't ask for. Your name was circled 3 times in a document. That number matters. It symbolizes the final stage of a setup, but also the beginning of your spiritual elevation. The car that pulled up near your house last night wasn't random. Inside was someone who left the meeting and is torn between silence and confession. You'll see their face soon, and they'll tremble as they speak. Archangel Michael says every lie they crafted is cracking. One by one, their walls are falling, and the truth is seeping through the cracks. It won't be long now before everything bursts wide open. Type Amen to get blessing 8991. One of the people involved kept checking your social media. They wanted to see if you felt anything. They don't know your power moves in quiet realms. Even your stillness has strength. Even your silence is strategic. You're not blind, you're watching, waiting, and soon, you'll rise without announcing a single step. They're trying to paint you as unstable, as unreliable, as unworthy. But even they can't deny the light around your name. It glows even in their slander. A family member is involved too. Someone who smiled at you during dinner while betraying you with their signature. That betrayal will be the one that hurts most, but also the one that unlocks your next breakthrough. Type Amen to get blessing 4482. You are being prepared to be revealed. This attack was meant to bury you, but it's going to birth a version of you they never saw coming. The person who cried for you saw this future, and that's why their soul couldn't sit still. The countdown has started. One of them is about to speak publicly. Their confession will shake the others to their core. And when that happens, stay calm. Do not rush. Do not respond in anger. Let the waves crash, then step into the calm left behind. You will not be broken by this. You will be born again through it. The pain will pass, but your name will rise with clarity. Type Amen to get blessing 5155. There's more coming. Documents. Screenshots. A letter that was never supposed to reach you. But the angels are working overtime. This is not your downfall. This is your preparation. The pain in someone else's eyes is your sign that the truth they heard will soon be yours to carry too. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Type Amen to get blessing 6006. A document stamped late last night has your name on the second page, hidden between legal terms and distractions. It was passed under a table, unseen by most, but now it's moving faster than expected. Someone close to the person who walked out in tears is getting involved now. The emotional shift from that meeting was too much to carry alone. They needed someone to lean on, someone they trusted, and that person is slowly connecting dots that lead directly to you. They haven't said anything yet, but they're preparing to break the silence. What started as gossip became planning. What became planning is now action. And what was once just action is now a spiritual war. You are not sleeping peacefully lately, and now you know why. The vibration of deception is thick and has been surrounding your atmosphere like smoke. But where there's smoke, fire never lasts long when divine rain is coming. Type Amen to get blessing 7783. The woman in the red coat knows more than she's saying. She's the one who gave the final nod in that meeting. Her voice didn't waver, but her eyes kept avoiding the window, because something outside unsettled her spirit. That something was the presence of divine watchers. Angels don't need permission to be near you when your name is being dragged. Their silence in that room was louder than any word spoken. A small object was passed, an envelope. Inside it was something shocking about your past. A photo, perhaps. A signed statement. Or a medical detail that was never supposed to resurface. And now they've weaponized it, not knowing that the truth inside is protected by spiritual fire. What they plan to use to hurt you will expose their darkest faces instead. Type Amen to get blessing 8892. Archangel Michael says the person who wept for you will appear when you least expect. Their words won't begin with, "Hello," they'll begin with, "I couldn't stay quiet anymore." When you hear that, listen with both ears and spirit. There is a woman who's been pretending to defend you while secretly delivering updates to the ones plotting against you. Her words are crafted with sugar and poison. She smiles, but her intentions are as dark as the ink used in the contract with your name. One man sat in silence during the meeting, but he took notes. He was quiet, but not loyal. He's replaying the meeting in his mind even now, wondering how he can benefit if he keeps both sides close. The one who cried now feels something worse than regret. They feel urgency. Like a clock ticking louder than before, counting down to a moment where silence will cost too much. Type Amen to get blessing 9060. You're being studied. Analyzed. Watched more closely than ever. But not because you're weak, because your comeback is feared. There's a plan to send you a message pretending to be support. A false apology. A gentle nudge toward manipulation. Don't fall for it. Behind that message is a shadow that carries their true motive. They don't know you've already started to see through the surface. Your dreams have shown faces. Your energy has rejected certain names. Your spirit is ahead of their next move. A night is coming when you'll wake up gasping for air. It won't be fear, it'll be the weight of truth final. Falling into place. And once it does, your entire view of your surroundings will never be the same again. Type Amen to get blessing 2344. Someone has access to your old conversations. They're combing through them, searching for something they can twist. But what they don't know is that your past words are protected because your intention has always been pure. They're trying to find a crack in your character. But you're not built on ego. You're built on spiritual strength, and cracks don't exist in what's rooted in divine purpose. A mirror was broken in that room after the meeting ended. Not physically, but symbolically. One person looked at their reflection and couldn't hold back the guilt. They saw the version of themselves they swore they'd never become. And now, the guilt is chasing them. Nightmares. Loss of sleep. An ache in their chest when your name is mentioned. Type Amen to get blessing 5870. Your name is rising in places they wanted to suppress. Your story is being shared in whispers not of shame, but of strength. Even people who once stayed silent are starting to remember how much you gave without asking for anything. There's a man, older, respected, who has now heard about the meeting. He wasn't there, but what he's learned has stirred something inside him. He's preparing to speak in your favor, but at the perfect time. This isn't just an attack on your present. It's a fear of your future. The blessings coming toward you make them nervous because they can't control them. But blessings from heaven don't ask for permission. They fall where they're meant to, and yours is already written in the timeline of divine justice. Archangel Michael says you must stay alert, not afraid. You must stay grounded, not reactive. Let them reveal themselves one by one. Type Amen to get blessing 4982. There's a sudden shift in energy between you and a friend. Don't ignore it. That friend has now become a vessel for another's voice. They're carrying information they shouldn't have. They're testing you to see how much you know. But your silence is stronger than their trap. Soon, a letter will arrive, or a digital document will make its way to your eyes. Read it slowly. Inside it is a lie disguised in polite language. But the way your spirit will react will tell you everything. Don't sign. Don't agree. Don't respond without discernment. Type Amen to get blessing 6507. In the next 7 days, you will see 3 signs. 1 through a person you no longer talk to. 1 through a strange dream. And 1 through a sudden urge to go somewhere unfamiliar. Follow the guidance. It's not random. Heaven is coordinating your protection, exposure of truth, and your step into higher elevation. The person who cried is watching you from a distance. They're afraid their emotions will betray them. But their loyalty is shifting toward you. They might send you a cryptic message. It won't make sense at first. But it will unlock more than just clarity, it will unlock power. Type Amen to get blessing 7120. There's a meeting being planned again. This time without your name on the list, but the subject is still you. Someone wants to silence the one who cried. They're trying to offer them something, a deal, money, opportunity, anything to keep them from revealing the truth. But what they don't know is that their soul has already made its choice. That person is preparing to burn the bridge they once walked with the betrayers. And when they do, the flames will light the path back to you. You don't need to fight with weapons. Your calm will be your strength. Your discernment will be your protection. And your purpose will be your revenge. Type Amen to get blessing 8933. You are not alone in this. There are forces moving for you. Whispers being redirected. Hands being blocked. The tears from that one soul were not wasted. Each one dropped was a seed of justice. And soon, you will see the fruit it bears. A confrontation is coming. Not loud, but sharp. Someone will try to rewrite history, but your truth will speak louder than their edits. Stay ready. Stay sharp. Stay anchored. Type Amen to get blessing 9000. That night, after the door closed, not a single person in that room walked out the same. Even those who didn't speak directly against you now carry the weight of what was said. Their silence became agreement, and agreement became a curse they will struggle to shake off. The one who cried is being watched. The others suspect their loyalty is slipping. Every move they make is now being shadowed, every call subtly traced, every word tested for cracks. There is a growing fear among the betrayers. They know someone among them regrets everything. That fear is turning into paranoia, and soon, they will start turning on each other before they can even touch you. Archangel Michael says justice doesn't shout, it strikes in perfect silence. It doesn't rush, it arrives at the moment the soul is too tired to defend lies. That moment is coming faster than they expect. Type Amen to get blessing 9444. A man with dark intentions is getting desperate. He's rewriting versions of the story to make himself seem like the victim. But the paper he's written on will be torn when the one who walked out finally speaks. This isn't just about you anymore. It's about the unraveling of an entire web of secrets. You were the light that exposed the darkness they built around each other. There's a recording that wasn't supposed to exist. It caught voices, names, and a moment where a truth slipped out. That recording will make its way to you in a form you'd least expect, anonymous, sudden, undeniable. One of the women involved has started having dreams she cannot explain. In every dream, your face appears with light around it and her mouth is stitched shut. She's now shaken, but pride keeps her quiet. Type Amen to get blessing 3001. Your spirit has already sensed this change. You've been feeling strange aches, headaches, sudden sadness, not from within you, but from the energies thrown your way. What was discussed in that meeting created a spiritual weight meant to reach you, but it cannot stay. You're shielded. You've been prayed for by someone you don't even know. You've been covered in a way none of their schemes can break through. The phone call is getting closer. The one who cried is practicing what to say. They know once they speak to you, everything will change. And the moment that call happens, the energy of every room where your name was slandered will shift. It will crack. And people will begin to confess, not because they want to, but because they won't be able to hold the pressure anymore. Type Amen to get blessing 2217. One of the leaders of the meeting is about to face an unrelated downfall. What they did to you will be exposed in the middle of their own chaos. What they spoke against you will echo back louder than ever. Your face is now burned into their conscience. Your silence, your strength, your grace. It's louder than anything they said. You will receive a message soon with no subject line. It will be simple but powerful. Read it carefully. It may not have every detail, but it will carry one line that shakes your soul with truth. You may be tempted to respond quickly, but wait. Let the full story reach you first. There's more being sent. One piece at a time, as the guilt eats them alive. Type Amen to get blessing 1133. Archangel Michael says divine eyes were in the room that night. Even the softest lie was heard, and even the weakest voice that defended you was counted. Nothing will be forgotten. Nothing will go unaccounted for. Someone is rewriting documents as you read this. They are removing traces, cleaning records, hiding files. But they don't know, copies were made. A soul touched by truth is already holding one. They fear your rise. They fear your story. But most of all, they fear the moment you decide to speak your own truth. Because the power in your voice isn't in shouting. It's in revealing. When you speak, their power collapses. And you will speak, not today, but on the day they least expect. Type Amen to get blessing 4604. A bank detail was discussed in that meeting. Something financial that involves your name. Someone is trying to manipulate an account or ownership, but they will fail. Because a barrier has already been placed. Every attempt they make will glitch. Every lie they speak will lead to questions they cannot answer. The person who cried is tired of pretending. Their heart is beating louder each day. They know you deserve the truth, and they are closer than ever to giving it to you directly. There's a plan to shift blame. They'll try to throw the emotional person under the bus. But that will backfire, because someone else in the group is recording everything now for their own protection. Type Amen to get blessing 8000. Someone you trusted once is slowly distancing themselves. Pay attention. It's not betrayal, it's fear. They've heard what was said and don't know how to tell you they stayed quiet. Forgive without allowing them back in fully. Watch with wisdom. Let them show you with time who they really are. Your phone will buzz at an unexpected time. A screenshot, an email, a message you never thought would reach you. When it comes, don't panic. Read it like a warrior, not a victim. They thought they were destroying you with their secrets. But instead, they're unlocking the next chapter of your life. Type Amen to get blessing 3702. There is a woman who is the root of this. She carries herself with calm, but her soul is heavy with what she caused. She's about to be exposed, publicly or spiritually. You'll hear her name mentioned by a stranger. That will be the signal. That's when you'll know your spirit has been guiding you accurately. Keep your space protected. Cleanse your room. Light a candle. Open your windows. Let nothing from that meeting stick to your atmosphere. The tears shed for you that night have become holy water in your defense. They will bless your steps, not stain your spirit. Type Amen to get blessing 2756. You will be stronger after this. You will trust wiser. You will no longer apologize for your sensitivity, because your sensitivity just saved you from deep betrayal. The one who cried for you was once neutral. But your energy pulled at their soul. Now they see, now they feel, and now they will speak. They know they are being watched, but they don't care anymore. You mattered. And the truth matters more than the fake peace the others tried to maintain. There's a moment coming. A sharp one. A sudden unraveling of everything they built on your name. And when it happens, keep your peace. Your presence alone will be louder than their excuses. Type Amen to get blessing 7171.